Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of these very woods. Yes, indeed. And today, you know what? You get kind of started on a show here, and you're like looking around for the one thing that you kind of were hoping for that you needed, and you can't find it. So that ought to be interesting. That ought to be interesting. First off, starting off, and then you're kind of missing the thing that you need. But hopefully our chat works here. Let me just type it in here. Let me just see. Let's see. Bear with bear. Hello. Instead of hello Al, I typed that last time. Okay, let's hope that works. Because otherwise, I don't know what's. I won't be able to see anybody's chat because I can't find the iPad that I just brought out to be able to do all that. So, anyways, hello everybody. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good day so far. It's been kind of wet here lately. So Bear had to crawl into the cave and keep a little dry here. So, all right. Well, let's just jump right into the controversy here. Hello, Marco for Anthony. We can see the chat. Thankfully, usually YouTube tries to screw with Bear, and tries to mess this up. Let's see. Bear can't bear with Bear if there are no other bears here. That's true. That is true. That is true. All right. Good to see everybody here. Gotta take a drink because we're gonna just jump right into the controversy. The controversy that everybody's talking about. That's right, I'm talking about the Jay Scott, somebody. I think he's an artist. I believe he's an artist out there somewhere. It tries, yes. Usually YouTube does succeed. I don't know. Sometimes the chat works for me. Sometimes the chat doesn't work for me. I gotta pull it up on a separate iPad. But thankfully this time I can see it. Give it about 15 minutes. Might screw it up. Anyways, enough of this distraction here. Yo P Money. Enough of this distraction here. We're gonna just jump right into the controversy that everyone is talking about. It's on the tip of everybody's lips. I'm talking about the J. Scott, whoever fella that draws the thing. For the thing, he did the Spider-Man thing, and then all of a sudden everybody gets up in arms because somebody else kind of drew kind of an alternate cover. I gotta apologize, Bear kind of barely understands half of what's going on and doesn't really fully understand everything, and honestly doesn't really much care about it in anything, but kind of wanted to kind of make a larger point than just kind of what was going on. But let's see, distraction is an integral part of this show. That's indeed. Look, squirrel! Ha! On an ironic note, I had fish. Oh, dang it. P-Money had fish and berries for lunch today, just rubbing it in. Rubbing it in. All right, enough of this distraction. I've got to get to the controversy. That's right, the controversy of J. Scott, what's his face there, drawing the cover, and then somebody else coming along and kind of uh, I don't know how you would describe it, kind of attempting to improve, I suppose, the cover and everything, and then that sort of kind of blew up on the Twitters and everything, and then I suppose the J. Scotts, who's his name, fella, out there, decided to respond and everything, and I suppose the Comicsgate people are all rah rah rah, all right, J. Scott, yo fella, and then he kind of turned around and I suppose kind of distanced himself from all the Comicsgate people out there. So all the Comicsgate people are like, oh why Jay, fella Scott, somebody, why can't you respect us? And kind of the bigger point is, like, Bear sees this and just kind of blows up. I don't know who this fella is. Don't really care. Well, let me take a step back. Just kind of reiterate what the channel's kind of about and kind of talking about. It's kind of about first off, it's kind of illustrating absurdity through absurdity, but at the same time, it's a little bit about bringing in people that might not necessarily have been immersed in the Comicsgate, or might have kind of heard about Comicsgate and kind of, oh, what's going on with that, or something like that. Or maybe they're interested in a book or kind of an artist or something like that. Like, for example, we just did the Billy Tucci review just the other day, so maybe they're kind of interested in that or something like that. So, trying to basically explain to people, I hate the term. I really hate the term normie. I really hate that. I feel like that's kind of a slight or something like that, but kind of the general population sorts of deal. trying to explain, what's going on in Comicsgate and, why you should check out these books and all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of the basic kind of thesis behind the channel, other than Bear just kind of kidding out and talking and reviewing books and everything. But so that's kind of the basis of kind of the channel here. So when they have controversies like this, oh my gosh, we got to stop everything. We've got to stop everything and talk about the controversy out there. And honestly, it's number one. The best take that Bear saw was another angry bear, an angry RT bear. Actually, he had the kind of best, I suppose, best take on it, which was the fella that drew the sort of rendition. I suppose they were trying to do kind of more of a more kind of a toned down. They were kind of toning down sexually the character that they had in there. It was a Spider-Man comic book. I think it was gosh, I don't recall it. It was either Mary Jane or anyways, it was another character in there. She was very thinly dressed, I suppose. Very suggestive there as well. Very nice cover. Didn't have anything wrong with it, but the guy came along and kind of touched it up just a little bit there, and I suppose kind of made it sort of more kind of I guess you would call kid friendly. I suppose, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that or anything like that. But, the whole thing blew up. The best take was RT Bear. He was talking about, you just don't want to call out people publicly about that. You just kind of wanted to do that, because Art had kind of his thing where, he would critique people's artwork. I actually kind of missed that. That was pretty good. Him and what was it, Tag? Miss Tag. She was pretty good. We need a little bit more kind of female influence on Art there, but, kind of his take was that you didn't want to kind of call somebody out publicly. It wouldn't have been so bad if he kind of, I guess, emailed him or Twittered him or something like that, saying, "Hey, I changed it up a little bit. What do you think about that?" Maybe have the J. Scott fella come back and say, "Oh no, you should do it this way" or something like that. I think it would have been fine. I don't think there would have been an issue. Apparently, the gentleman wanted to kind of make a name for himself, or just kind of the same old, sort of SJW type situation where they're trying to, desexualize some things and just make it very kind of bland, I suppose. So, anyways, that sort of kind of blew up everywhere. Everybody, oh, blah, 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 we need to talk about it, blah, 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 blah. A bear kind of looked at this and just kind of says, why? Why are we doing this? Why? And it kind of happens every couple months, something kind of comes up where, everybody's talking about something and, oh my God, we gotta stop. Gotta stop everything we're doing and all pile in and getting together and talking about whatever the controversy of the day is, and it gets boring after a while. It just really it's all inside baseball. The J. Scott whatever fella, I'm sure he's a nice fella and stuff like that. I didn't like the whole, throwing Comicsgate under the bus and all, but hey, that's what happens. I think we look at a lot of the professional people and kind of hope that they're going to come in and kind of save the day or something like that. Nobody's going to come in. Nobody's coming in to save the day. You've got to save the day yourself. You've got to be your own little superhero. So I think that would be more important. I think that they were spending a lot of time on that when it could have been so. I forgot. I should have done my rant. My rant thing here. I've got the cat there, but there's my rant. There's my rant face where I'm ranting here. But anyways, I thought it was quite honestly, a waste of time, a waste of everybody's time. It's fun to talk about, certain things like that, certain current events and stuff like that. But one of the reasons that a lot of the customers out there are kind of a little bit antsy, I suppose, is a lot of times, you have all these controversies and everybody's got to stop what they're doing, and it's like, well, wait a minute, why aren't you working on your book? Why aren't you doing any drawing or anything like that? Why do we need like 5 hours of video on something when, you can do it in, gosh, how long have I been talking about this? Not very long, 9 minutes. So that's 9.5 more minutes than Bear wanted to talk about this anyways. But, I just wanted to bring that up because let me see if I can get to the thing. But let me do your test real quick here first. Was this fish served with honey glaze? The cat. Oh yeah, this is, I like I like this picture here. It's nice. The cat does not look like they are enjoying themselves. Well, they got first place. got first place. And you can see it's the Honolulu Cat Club show. Yes, indeed. I originally thought this channel was originally going to be about how to eat salmon correctly until Bear encountered comics and then went from there. Went downhill from there, maybe. I always have fish with ketchup. What? What? Why? What? Cat syrup? Only if it's made from real cats. Otherwise it's not very good. Anyways, I've got to go back to the. Let me go back to the thing where I do the thing and the thing. Hold on 1 second. Let me. Bear's frozen rant face. That's right. That's right. Exactly. Stop not working on your books. That's right. Well, to that effect. Let me just bring up here, because instead of all that time spent on J. Scott, whoever his face is, why couldn't we talk about maybe, first off, 499 and POD are about to go to print, so, your boy Zach out there has got his book out. I mean, look at this. We could have been talking about some of the books that are about to be finished, about to come out, some of the artists that maybe you don't know about that, hey, we need a little bit more kind of eyeballs on that or something like that. So, give you, excuse me, give you a couple of different takes, which, gosh, I mean, it doesn't take that long. I mean, you can still spend the other 2.5 hours talking about J. Scott, whoever his face is, and be fine. But still, okay, 499 and POD, go to print. There's being very technical, thing with the thing to the thing. Well, listen, I mean, all this hardware and software, it confuses and confounds Bear, I tell you what. Hi everyone, Narwhal has completed the print files for 499 and POD and sent them off to the printer. And actually, this is probably one of the more anticipated books for Bear here is 499. And also POD. POD kind of looks like pretty interesting. Thanks, Zach. How about my Jawbreakers 3? Bear doesn't know anything about Jawbreakers 3. I'm sorry, didn't get that one. I hope you're able to get that shortly. All right. Let's see. Where was I? He should receive the books in about a week. It's quite possible that many of you really will receive your books before the end of May. That's this month. Holy cow! I uploaded a video discussing the improvements we made to. Oh, I need to check that out. We made to 499 in its second draft. There's only 2 drafts. Oh my goodness. Listen, obviously you don't want to go with your first draft. Obviously you don't want to go with your first draft. You want to get a second draft in there, but you really kind of want to get a third or fourth draft just to kind of smooth out the rough edges there. That's just Bear's opinion. You can see there's changes reflected in the main page of this Indiegogo campaign, or learn about them in this video. I need to check out that video. Narwhal and I, he always had, I don't know his sort of bold strategy here, his bolding strategy here. Narwhal and I are extremely proud of 499 and POD. I told him yesterday that 499 is the best thing that either of us has ever created. I think you're going to love it. Thanks, Richard. so the bolding on there is kind of weird. But anyways, already dealing with someone who is not delivering stuff on time. It's time to jump on the Twitter. Yes. Listen, okay. With all due respect to with all the sort of mentally, incapacitated, or the people of those effect. We're not trying to make fun of anything that has sort of birth issues or anything like that. But you know what? If you're on Twitter and it's not like you're trying to promote your channel or your book or whatever it may be, you're trying to promote yourself that way. Twitter's full of a bunch of retards and like 12-year-olds. So like, unless you're trying to be a 12-year-old or trying to deal with a 12-year-old, why? This is like, quit arguing on Twitter. Quit going, I can't tell you how many videos I've seen where it's like something gets started on Twitter and somebody says something about something else, and then like 3-5 days, a week, 2 later, people are still talking about it. It's like, I don't have Twitter. I don't even know what you're talking about. So, 499 POD, talk about that. Please talk about that. Let's see, what else do we got? We've got very briefly is a very quick update here. Talking about Gary Shipman. The art is finished. I just finished the art on Titan of Mouse Might. How the mighty have fallen. Now onto the editing stage. So there you go. Check out and I think also his I think his art book as well is closed. Is closed. So you definitely. I mean, so okay. There's a book. There's a book. Let's see. Let's get the third book here because it would have been really nice to know that Starblades is basically closed. The campaign didn't know about it until we get an email. Oh yeah, by the way, the campaign's closed. Okay. I was thinking about maybe order. Like, why didn't we do a 3-hour closing stream for Kyle Ritter? I mean, Kyle Ritter's done a lot of work for OLEVS there. I mean, why not? Hey, pay him back just a little bit. I mean, of course he's a little hard of hearing, but that's all right. That's all right. Anyways, I didn't know about it. I mean, maybe they might have talked about it halfway in between J. Scott, whatever his face is. I don't know. I wasn't watching 5 hours of just circling the drain of stuff. It's silly. It's silly. Listen, how many times have we been told that the comic book industry is dying? So why are we paying attention to the comic book industry? Other than to say, hey, that's them. Don't be like them. Come on over here. Join us. We can do a lot better. We can do a lot better. Be your own superhero. All right, I'm missing a whole lot of chats here. I'm sorry. Let's see. That's all. Is not very. I'm assuming the 499 Marco for Anthony. Yeah, Narwhal has his own kind of unique style. It's very kind of fluid. I was trying to remember the name. There was kind of a sort of series of video games back in the day. Back in the day, as I say. Been listening to too much Paul Oakenfold, and he kind of comes on. Oh, back in the day with the Perfecto remix. It's just a little thing. So I always try to wonder when back in the day was. Is it like the 2000s era? Is it the 90s era? I'm not sure. So, anyways, back in the day, um, where was it? Bear lost his train. The train just kind of went off the rails and kind of went off. Anyways, Narwhal kind of has this kind of neat sort of style to it and everything. Very fluid and everything. Oh yeah, they had some sort of video game back in the day that Bear was trying to remember. Some sort of kind of French sort of style video game where it was very fluid and everything. So kind of reminds him of that. Um, take it or leave it. Some people like it, some people don't. I can understand why people don't like some of that stuff, but I kind of Bear liked Earthbound a little bit more than the what was it, Foreign Agent. So we'll check out 499. Actually, a little bit more interested in POD, but anyways, all right. Let's see, where was I? Just because I have 20 comics shipping late, I'm still waiting for, and it's driving me nuts. Doesn't mean they shouldn't be allowed on Twitter. Well, I mean that's true. Yeah, but I'm not trying to censor anybody. By the way, let me just real briefly, just to rub it into P Money, but we've got a. Let me see if I can get to it here. Let me see if I can get to it. 1 second. There we go. Got a box. We're going to try a box opening once again. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but it's a mysterious box opening. I'm not sure. Not exactly sure who it is or where it's from, but there you go. We'll do that later. All right. Let's see. Speaking of late, finally got my chicken book. Well, we might talk about that. Hope eventually they are shipping. Maybe I'll send it to the SpaceX project and let them send it to Mars. I haven't got my chicken book. And I admit at this point, only the Liz autograph that's keeping me excited. It might be one of those ones that's stuck in Memphis there. Bear's getting derailed. Normal. Squirrel! I'll meet you at the border and toss it across. There you go. Sorry to derail the whole conversation, but they're getting into the hockey playoffs, and I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna get the players back and forth across the border. They're not letting anybody across unless they spend 2 weeks in quarantine. So, not sure how that's going to work. But that's a whole side. It's a whole side thing. Maybe Bear just needs to start a whole hockey channel and just kind of just do that. So, anyways, all right. Let's see. Hey, Mitch, my copy of your book is traveling through space. All right. That made Beard laugh. That actually made Beard laugh. All right, Starblades is in. This kind of again, it kind of rubbed Bear the wrong way here because it was basically, oh, yeah, by the way, it's closed. Great news, by the way, Starblades is in the warehouse. Let's keep this update nice and simple. Unlike the last one, which was just kind of, I'm not sure what was going on there. The books are completed, all variants are accounted for, and we're beginning the process of fulfillment tomorrow, which means today. And he has, I'm assuming, some sort of, there was a broken bracket in there somewhere because, holy cow, this is like a giant mishmash of something. Step one is to bag and board all with the signed copies. We're evaluating whether it would be more cost effective to ship series creator Kyle Ritter the copies or just fly him to New Jersey and complete the signing of 700 plus copies that we pre-ordered. Probably just fly. It'd be kind of weird if you're sending the books down to Kyle, he signs them, and then he has to send them back to the warehouse. You know, just logistically, I think it would be easier. Although, who knows with the airlines these days? I think it would be easier just to kind of fly him into New Jersey there and just have him sign it. You know, make a nice little hey 2 3 hour video live stream there instead of talking about J. Scott. Who's his face there? Hey, say how well you're doing rather than how crappy or terrible somebody else is. So I think having him come in and just kind of do a kind of a video, have him sign all that stuff, I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would make a good video. I don't know if Uncle Lee and Kyle have kind of gotten up before. They just do it online, but it'd be neat to kind of see them together. All right. Meanwhile, we'll be shipping orders this week. Holy cow. See, that would have been nice to know. And you will receive an email notification with tracking when yours is in the mail. The good bad news is that Starblades is effectively sold out. Holy cow. The first printing is gone, daddy gone. And if you've ordered a copy, or 5, Bear's got a couple. I'm not sure if it was 5. Congratulations. These are extremely limited, soon to be coveted collectibles. He had like 12 different covers, so it was a little hard to kind of pick between the two. I think I got the one with the ladies on there, and then the one with kind of I'm assuming it's the bad guys on there. I'm not sure. I forget. It was kind of the sort of red background cover. I think if I recall correctly, he had all the covers, like 25 covers, but if you kind of lined them up, it all made like one big picture, which I think that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty. Didn't you know? I would have loved to have kind of made a second look, maybe a last minute kind of order, but too bad, so sad. Gone, daddy gone. This book is objectively beautiful. You'll be glad you backed it, and we thank you for your faith in Kyle Richard. Of course. Never lost faith in Kyle Richard. As well as all caps comics, I'm sure. Yeah. A busy week ahead. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Great. That's right. Let's go. Ethan Red Skyver. All caps comics publisher. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So there's that. I mean, okay, so there's 3 books right there that you could have talked about over the past weekend. Hey, okay, you don't want to talk about Gary Shipman's book. Okay, that's fine. You know, whatever. Talk about Starblades. Talk about 499. Talk about, gosh, I mean, there's a couple other ones Bear checked out just recently. Gosh, what was coming up? There was another one that was about to end. I forget. Oh, it'll come to Bear, but anyways, like all that stuff. All right, let me go back to the, what would you call that? The resting rant face, I suppose? There we go. The resting rant face. All right. Go back. Get out of that. Get out of that. And then you get out of that. And then you go to the thing. And somehow, let's see. Until somehow. Oh, let me go back. I'm missing chats here. At least this season, I've always been assured a Canadian hockey team will win every game. and make it to the playoffs. How about that? All right, we're not going to turn this into a hockey channel. At least not yet. All right, let's see. Until somehow 2021 managed to thwart your plans. Never. I mean, who would have thought the 2020 decade would be terrible? Let's see, aka 2020 Part 2. Well, actually, Bear kind of, since the world ended basically on I would suppose kind of the leap year day, kind of last year, February kind of leap year day. It was just kind of an entire leap year. So Bear kind of was saying, it was like, the 83rd of February, or the 122nd of February, or the 533rd of February. So, yeah, I mean, basically, it's still February of 2020, basically. So maybe that's why some of the guys get to, be able to get away with, oh, no, it's still 2020. What do you think? It's 2020? What? No, of course not. It's only the 732nd day of February. Come on. All right. Oh, by the way, He-Money got his jab. Oh, okay. All right. Well, good for you, P-Money. Good for you. Hopefully now that you're getting the jab up there, you can actually. I tell you what, the Bears kind of went for gusto in his. Well, of course, in Florida and everything, but went for gusto. Just all right. No, forget the mask. Just all right. With the May 1st mask-free day. All right, mask-free. Hadn't really had any problem. More people are afraid of bears and they're running away, but they never really said anything about the masks, which is probably pretty good. All right, let's see. Anyways, congratulations, P-Money. I hope you're not have any ill effects of that. There's been some of that going around. I don't want to get the channel banned or anything like that, but that's something to look out for there. All right, let's see. Don't even recall seeing the update message in my email for this, giving them the benefit of the doubt on this book. I'm assuming you're talking about Starblades. I think Uncle Lee was showing some of the pages last night. I just tuned in very briefly. He was showing some of the interior pages, and yeah, they look really good. Kyle Ritter, can't go wrong. Colors awesome. I like his some of his panel layouts. They look really good. So I'm not sure. I think this is Kyle's first book, but if it is, I mean, he did an excellent job. Did a really excellent job. So we're gonna keep our eye. Hopefully, he'll get here by May. I mean, well, it is May. Hopefully, he'll get here by the end of May, but we'll see. We shall see. All right, let's see. And by good, I'm meaning story and characters. Don't mean a pretty yet boring book. Interesting. And then I did the stupidest thing. Buying a watermelon and carrying it to the car using just the arm. I got shot after I put the watermelon in the trunk. My arm went numb. Oh my god. P-Money, I'm sorry. Well, what you can do is put a tourniquet on there. And just kind of crank it out. And, I mean, listen, you don't want to, put in a foreign substance in your body that's only kind of barely been kind of studied and stuff like that, and we're not sure of the effectiveness and all this other stuff. Yada yada yada. Just look up the VERS situation over there at the CDC. They kind of talk about all the vaccines and all the side effects, and it's a very interesting read there. Very interesting read. Oh, good. Now I can stop asking, where's the chicken book, and start up, where's my Sasquatch book? Well, wait, I will get to that. Beer will get to that. Soon enough. All right, let's see. Let's do this correctly, P-Money. Direct pressure, elevation, pressure points, and then apply the tourniquet. Yes, indeed. All right, well, enough of this jibber jabber. Oh, let me turn on the lights here. Hold on just a second. 1 second, people. There we go. Because we tried this one time, and I'm not sure if it. Let me click on it, because that would help. That would help if you actually could see what I'm doing. There we are. So we got this package in. I think it came in last week, and then the cylindrical package kind of came in the other day. So I'm gonna try and open up both. Oh shoot! I don't have my knife. Oh, my trusty knife. Gosh dang it! Where is it? Ah, shoot. Well, hopefully it doesn't need a knife. Hopefully I can get to it through the old bear claws here. They aren't what they used to be. Kind of lost my thumb there. Not my thumb, but the claw. Look at there. That kind of hurt like hell. Hurt like hell, I tell you. All right, let me see if I can normally Bear does this kind of out in the woods on this table. So this has always been very awkward. There we go. Very awkward. So yeah, I don't know how many of these boxes. Let me pull this closer. So you can people see and hear me. Well, at least hear me. Oh, there you can see me. Hello. Alright, so we've got this thing. Got it from, let me see if I can get to it here. From WCBS Show. WCBS Show. Which, yeah. Yeah, WCBS Show. Not really sure. Not really sure what's going on here. Just quick inspection here. It's got the do not bend, and of course, what did they do? What did they do? They bent the heck out of it. Look at that. But at least I can feel kind of inside here. I don't think anything got bent. It's just along the edge here. I think they just kind of shoved it into the mailbox there and kind of forgot about it. So we've got that one. That one. Oops. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom. And they got this one as well. I'm not really sure what's in there, but it's in a cylindrical thing. So I tell you what, I'm going to open up this one first because I'm not really sure. Yeah, who? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. This is kind of one of these things where it's like, should I open it? Should I open it live on camera? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to open it up and see what's inside there. And if it's something that's not Comics Geek related, then we'll just pass this one on by and chalk it up to poor Bear just ravaging through the mailbox and, hey, you know what? Maybe it's salmon. God, I hope it's salmon. All right, let's just pop this open. Pop it open. See what's inside. You know, most bears just use their claws to rip it. Yes, I got you. But, sometimes these things are got a little bit of, Actually, that's not true. We use our teeth as well. Use our teeth. It helps. Oh, it's got a... That's pretty cool. Oh, we'll play with that later. All right. Anyways. Anywho, it dropped down. Oh well, I guess we won't be playing with it. Oh well. Alright, let's see. Let's see what this is. And then I'll show you guys. But I just wanted to be able to be very... Oh my god, really? Well, it is kind of damaged in the corner, but that's alright. That's alright. Hey, we were talking about better late than never stuff, and, comics that, well, actually, it already did kind of come in, but not quite in the quality that everybody expected. Well, I tell you what, how about a guess? Anybody want to guess what it is? Anybody want to guess? I'll give it 30 seconds here. I hope I'm not getting copyright struck. Yeah. Alright, now bears play musical instrument. No, it was just the tube that I was kind of like one of those aborigine kind of flutes or something like that, I suppose. So, alright, no guesses. What do we get? We're guessing what the book is. Can anybody guess what the book is in here? Anybody guess what it is? It was a book. It was actually a book that actually might have came out a little while back. I'll give it 30 more seconds. Come on, people. I'm sure we can do this. I'll do it one more time. I hope I'm not getting copyright struck. Copyright struck. A copyright struck. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Well, since nobody can guess, this is a very, very anticipated book. Sentry? No, it's not Sentry. No, you're never gonna get that book. Sovereign, I meant Sovereign. Yeah, no, you're never gonna get Sovereign. I did get Sentry the other day. No, check out the review. I did the box opening and I did the review on Saturday. Let's see. Detective Dead? No, it's not Detective Dead. Wait, no. Well, we gotta wait. Come on, Marco, for a thing. Come on. Detective Dead? No, what is this? An echo? No, these are things that are never coming out. This actually came out, people. All right, since nobody can guess, we're gonna show it. It's actually a poster here. So we're gonna show the poster here before we open up the actual book here. But all right, anybody? Groon? No, it's not Groon. All right, here it is. I've waited. I made you wait long enough for something that's probably not all that great, anyways. But anyways. There we are. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. He signed it too. Look at there. That's pretty cool. Oh, thank you. Finally came in. Has that been like a year and a half? I kind of wrote Stealing Solo off. So there we are, stealing. Whoops, there it goes. There it goes. Let me see if I can kind of hang it up in some sort of fashion. No, I can't. No, I can't. There we are. I open it up and I'm like, I don't know what's in there. Oh, okay, all right. So I guess it's the World Class BSers show. I think that's what the WCBS is. I thought it was something from CBS. Like, no, I hope it's not. I hope it's not Picard or Star Trek Discovery, something like that. That'd be crazy. All right, there we go. All right, so it's actually in a package this time. It actually came in a package. Actually, it's in medium mail, so came in a package this time, which is nice. That's nice. Nice that it finally came in a package. Stupid autocorrect. Oh, that still exists. Yes. Well, apparently. Well, I don't know which cover. This will be interesting. Is it going to be this cover here, or is it going to be? I think Anna, the Star Wars girl. I think she did a cover, so I'm not sure whether or not this is. It is this cover, or if it's another cover. All right. Let's open this up and find out. Open it up and find out. We're saying talking about trying to rip it open with your claws. Well, there you go. Didn't need a knife. Didn't need a knife. There we go. Get that out of the way. Alright. See if people can see. See if people can see. Let's see. Oh, it is a book in there. How about that? Oh, there's something else as well. Let's see. Let's see. Is there anything else? Anything else? Salmon in there? I don't see any. That's disappointing. Alright. So there we are. The original cover. And it's actually got a back cover this time. Holy cow. Okay, so if you don't know the story, okay, Stealing Solo came out. They came out with it, and it just basically was shoved in the mailbox this way. Okay, so it came in. It didn't come in a box or anything like that, and the back cover was blank. Okay, so they just put on like the label or whatever on the back cover or something like that. I can't remember. It might have been a sticker or something like that. But anyways, the back cover was completely blank. Oh, I don't mean to laugh, but that's been pretty funny. Anyways, at the time, everybody was just up in arms about that and everything. They actually thought that maybe, I think there was something at the time where a guy was a very famous artist or something like that, and he went to an art show or something, and instead of putting up, your fancy art or anything like that, he just stapled a banana peel to the wall. So it sold for like $125,000. Like, what do you do with a banana peel? It's just gonna go rotten after a couple days. But it was fine art. It was fine art. So I actually kind of made the comparison with Stealing Solo. Maybe is it Jeff? I think Jeff over there. Maybe he was just a brilliant artist and was doing the sort of banana thing where it was like, no, the cheapest thing is actually the most valuable thing because it's art. It's art. So, anyways, got that and. Got that. Let me read. He's got something here. Let me just check this out here. Let's see. It started out as a joke. I'm not sure if he's talking about the book or. Anyways, it started out as a joke, which evolved into idea, which developed into a 44-page comic book that quickly grew into the project. You have to. Well, actually, it grew into shipping out the product that wasn't quite ready, and then they had to come back, and then there was some sort of situation. I don't know, some sort of family situation or something like that, and oh, we're gonna get right. This was like January of 2020. Oh, we're gonna get right on it. Or no, excuse me, it was December. It was like, all right, we're gonna get back to you after the holidays in UK. Like, okay, we've got. We've got Christmas, and we've got Kwanzaa, we've got Festivus, we've got New Year's, all those slip by, and then of course we got Martin Luther King Day or President's Day or what is it up there in Canada, Boxing Day. I mean, all the one holiday after another just kind of went by the wayside and everything. So like, okay, one of these holidays, maybe July 4th, maybe which one of these holidays are we going to be talking about here? So finally we get it. I don't know, before Memorial Day of 2021. I suppose that would be correct, that it would come up before the holidays or anything like that. But there you are. So it kind of went, as far as Bear knows, it kind of went just kind of dark for the next year or something like that. And all of a sudden, this just shows up on the door. All right. Anyway, hey, I mean, I thank you, Jeff. I mean, thank you for making good. I mean, listen. I mean, at the very least, I mean, shipping a book twice. I mean, that's pretty expensive for. He made, gosh, I forget, 40, 50,000, something like that on the book. So, you know, he has his own channel and everything. So, you know, it did okay. Started up with the Fandom Menace, and they were doing the what was the stuff that they were doing on Tuesday nights? It was like the oh gosh, something about Star Wars or something like that. Anyways, they were talking about all that sort of stuff, and that's how that all got started. Anyways, let me continue here. Let's see it. Well, it was a exciting learning experience, that's for sure. Complete with plenty of setbacks and drama. Oh, the drama. The drama! I mean, how many hours were spent on that? I mean, I think the comic book hut made like his whole channel just based on this. Boy. I don't see too much of the hut these days. Alright, let's see. Happily say that the journey is finally over. While I'm relieved that stealing solo is complete, the only feeling I can muster is gratitude. Thank you for your support, thank you for your understanding, but most importantly, thank you for letting me live a dream. Until next time, folks. Hey, wait a minute, that's my line. Jeff Hicks. Jeff Hicks, thank you. I think he's that guy right there. He's that guy right there. So, I don't know, it'd be kind of, I don't know if I want to open it up or not. I mean, it's, already read the book, already did the review. I mean, what else can we do on that? Actually, it was one of Bear's highest rated reviews for a while. Everybody was really interested in stealing Solo at the time, and I believe the time has passed. But hey, you know what? Listen, it was a good idea. It was a good idea at the time that they steal what's his name, Harrison Ford, and make him redo the awful not prequel. What was it? The J.J. Abrams Star Wars, whichever one it is called. The Force Awakens, that's right. I made him redo that, made it try to be better or something like that. And, it was an interesting book. I mean, for a first-time artist and everything. I mean, look, I mean, you know, the artwork isn't the best. I mean, you see the backgrounds and everything. It was kind of flat. I think everybody, there was like an anthology or something like that at the very end of the book. Like a couple different stories or something like that. I think it was done before the book, because they were talking about like Barack Obama at the time and being president. So it was like a couple years prior to that. So I think maybe those were kind of the first ones. Anyways, those were the ones that were out on the Twitter and all that sort of stuff. It's like, oh, look at this crappy artwork and everything. Well, I mean, the main book. Look, it wasn't a Kyung Lee or, you know, an Uncle Lee or something like that. It wasn't like the greatest artwork, but I mean, it wasn't. The story was better than the artwork, and that's, you know, I wish he would have hired an artist rather than did it himself. But hey, what did he say? Plenty of learning experience. So there you are, stealing Solo. Who knew? Who knew that we were going to get it? Let's see. All right. Disney lawyers must not be on it like Nintendo's lawyers seem to be. I think it's a parody. I think that's the only thing maybe they can go for is the Solo part. Um yeah, it would fall under parody, I think. So I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I seriously thought everyone gave up on that book. We can tell by Bear's reaction he had no idea it was coming. So there you are. There you are. You've got a Stealing Solo book that's out. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to read it again. I think maybe I might just check it out just to see maybe if the anthology stuff is any different. Because I saw that they had another camp. Like I said, they had a second cover. I think. I don't think it was a second book. I think it was just a second cover for this book. Which I thought was kind of an interesting cover. I don't think it's something that just kind of leaps out at you or anything like that. But hey, I mean, I like the little thing where it's like he's trying to get out of the He's like a little plastic toy or something like that. And he's trying to get out of the box or something like that. So I thought that was neat. I thought that was neat. It needed a little bit. I mean, like the whole thing around here where it says the captain's parody and stuff like that. I thought that was a bad font. I felt like it should have all been blue, or it should have all. Well, it couldn't have been all white because you wouldn't be able to see the captain's parody. But it just kind of stuck out. I think it needed another revision or two. So, anyways, that's stealing solo for all you people out there, all the haters out there that are hating on stealing solo. All right. Oh my gosh, I gotta take off this cap. It's hot, I tell you. All right. I'm surprised people thought that again after the last fiasco. Yeah. Well. Oh, bought that again. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe they're trying to support Anna. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, they released the same book with a different cover. Ah, yes. Okay. So they did release. Okay, so it wasn't a second version. I don't know. I mean, they kind of left it kind of as an option to have a second version or a second book. So maybe they might do it. Actually, I actually do like the inner cover. Honestly, I thought that was pretty cool. Um, it showed a lot more of the Comicsgate people, if I recall. Well, they also had the Geeks and Grifters guy in there as well, but I think it was more Comicsgate stuff where he was more trying to do it on his kind of his channel sort of stuff, the world class BSers. Um, I've only seen a couple videos of theirs, so I'm not really super familiar. This kind of came out when CG was first starting, so this probably was one of the first five or so books that Bear checked out. I mean, maybe a little bit more than that. Anyways, it was, there weren't a whole lot of Comicsgate books out at the time. You had your Jawbreakers, you had your Cyberfrog, you had your Lone Star, you had what was some of the other ones? Anyways, you had some of those, and this was kind of at your sort of second or maybe third, fourth tier, maybe, or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know if you had that cover out today and was trying to sell it today. I don't know if it would do as well. I think it was more kind of the novelty at the time. Trying to support everybody at the time. Everybody in the sort of Comicsgate fandom manosphere was just starting to get out. I think this was right around. I mean, this is probably kind of mid to late 2018, if I recall. Might have been early 2019, something like that. Anyways, kind of one of the first books that were coming out. So, it's kind of, I don't know, historical for that matter. Kind of historical for the back cover. That was kind of interesting. Yes. All right. Let's see. Yeah, they released the same book with a different cover. Oh, Anna did the new cover work for it. Yes. Actually, like I said, I like her cover. I don't have anything bad about it. I didn't have anything against the um other than I'm not a what was it, Vampirella? No, not Vampirella. What was her name? Gosh, I forget. The female vampire thing that everybody was doing the cover for. Um, you know, again, controversy. Oh my goodness, controversy about her cover and everything. I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine, especially if she was kind of tuning it towards sort of her audience rather than the sort of. Well, at the time it was the what was those fools' name? Not the Centurions. Were the war campaign people. Gosh, I mean, they just dropped off the cliff. I'm like, who was it? Who was it? Oh yeah, war campaign. Yeah, they kind of came out where it was against her cover, and for whatever reason, I don't know why. I think it outsold their comic book that they were really, what was it? Had something to do with a gun that was possessed or something like that, and yeah, whatever. Let's see. I gave them the credit, even though the second printing seemed to do well on Indiegogo. Ah, well, hey, that's good. That's good. I hope people, I think a lot of people, um, either wanted to support Anna's cover or, didn't get this the first time around. So maybe they wanted to check out the book and maybe heard good things, or I don't know. Maybe Jeff. Excuse me. Maybe Jeff was kind of promoting it on his channel or something like that. So I don't know. I really wasn't following it other than I saw Anna's cover on there. I was like, oh, that's nice. And like I said, I thought it was maybe the second book or something like that. And I was like, well, the first one was okay. Not really thrilled about a second book, but okay. So I thought she did a good cover. I think Anna is a good artist as far as covers and stuff like that goes. I don't think she's pardon me, Anna. I don't think she's quite ready, maybe for some of the making a comic book, but like prints or cards or stuff like that. I think she's learning a lot of her skills that way. So, you know, uh, you know, not a special pleader or anything like that for that Star Wars girl, but hey, I think she's coming into her own, and hey, holding her own against a lot of the fellas out there. That's for sure. All right, let's see. In his cover caused some controversy. I must have blocked this 5 months out of my memory. Yeah, it was basically, I think, something to the effect of, like I said, the Vampirilla, whatever. That cover was. This was before the whole. I forget the comic book company, but Cecil put out a cover, and then that became a huge deal. And then the company kind of pulled Cecil's cover, so basically the word got out that we're going to pull from whatever Vampirilla covers. But there was some artists that got their money originally, and then more and more artists were doing the covers, and then basically the rug got kind of pulled out from some of those artists. So poor Cecil. Anna had her cover out there. It was good. It was good. It was very kind of we were talking about the J. Scott what's his face, and the comparison to the other gentleman that was trying to quote unquote improve his thing there. So it kind of looked a little bit more kind of a how do I describe that? It wasn't super detailed, but that's fine. That wasn't the biggest deal. It was more kind of I would suppose it was more aimed towards her audience, a more female audience. So it had more kind of the female qualities. It was a little toned down as far as the sexuality stuff goes, where a lot of the guys were drawing, very suggestive stuff and stuff like that. So, not that it was very prunish or anything like that, but I think a lot of the guys out there were just jealous, and they thought, oh well, she's just getting it because she's a girl or whatever. And no, she did it because she's talented. I mean, that's the end of that. Dynamite, thank you, Dynamite. I knew it was in there somewhere. Like you said, kind of a tennis court in Bear's brain. It just kind of rattles around there back and forth. All right. Well, once again, we're talking about late books. Now, I'm not going to do this because I think it needs a legit box opening. A legit box opening. So I was planning on doing that. I was going to do it today, but man, oh man, there's like cats and dogs out there, so it wasn't going to do it. But I do want to show one thing that, talk about, listen, we talk about controversial comic books here. I was not expecting, I didn't even know what it was. So, Stealing Solo, one controversy, and then of course the other really big controversy. We're talking about it early in the stream, and kind of want to just kind of jump back around to it. But got this in today. We want to check it out. There, look at there, look at there, look at there. So sorry, P Money. If I was closer to Canada, we'd work something out. But I'm about as far away from Canada as you can get. So, anyways, got the red rooster in. Let's see, is there anything come back? There's nothing on the back, but they didn't bend it. They didn't bend it like that one. So there we go. Get the red rooster book. How about that? So looking forward to kind of opening that up. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think? Let's see. How long have we been on? Yeah, it's been about an hour. So I kind of want to do this as its own video. Again, it's not the best place for me to try and do box openings here. It's a little kind of constricted, but let's see. What does the chat say? You got your chicken book too. I did. Yeah, looking forward to that. I think. Now this is once again back in 2018. This would probably be one of the top 5 books that Bear originally got. Well, little Timmy McTimerson got. Bear just kind of. So I try to remember what we got. I think it was the what did they call it? The sort of the Red Rooster special or the First Order, whatever the thing is. So if I recall correctly, I hope. Had some issues with it this week. I'll tell you guys later on. Hopefully when it gets resolved here. But I think it's got a head sketch or a sketch in here. So I want to be able to show that to everybody, and then also a lot of little knickknacks in there. I forget if this comes hardcover or not. I'm not sure. So I'm hoping. Got my bear claws crossed here that. I hope it's a hardcover, but I'm not sure. Again, it's been a while. I mean, it's just kind of showed up today. Hey, here it is. Here it is. Red Rooster. Had no idea. So there we go. All right, let's see. I gotta go anyways, Bear. It's good talking to you guys. Oh, thanks, P-Money. It's good to see you guys. See you here. I'm sorry about your book, but hey, we'll wrap it up here in just a little bit. But hey, good to have you here. Good to have you here. All right, let's see. Later, P-Money. Yes, indeed. From the Marco for Anthony. All right, so yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and just kind of do this as its own little box opening. Because that'll be nice just to kind of separate that out and everything. I don't think we need to do a separate box opening for. I'm glad I actually opened it up live here. So that was kind of we all kind of find out together. That was kind of fun. So, anyways, Stealing Solo. If you haven't checked it out, you know what? I'm probably just gonna go ahead and just gonna go ahead and. He's got a number of books that he needs to do already. Just go ahead and donate to the local library here. He's got probably let's see. I know I got Lone Star. I've got Graveyard Shift. Let's see. Titan. There's a couple other books that Bear has kind of ready to go. Like he says, he kind of normally does a kind of review copy, and then he'll take the review copy and give it to the local library there. So they'll probably I don't know how well they'll like it or anything like that, but yeah, there we go. So probably just donate that to the local library as it is. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, close enough here. Let me go back. To where I just love this. Picture here of the cat. I thought that was great. Oh, that was great. I'm sorry, P-Money, that you had to leave. I had one other thing. Marco for Anthony, if you got just a second here, we'll round this out. Oh, gosh, why did I close it? I closed it up, didn't I? Shoot. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys kind of a very quick update. I did it in the last video, but there wasn't a whole lot of people here, so go ahead and redo it. But the It Can't Happen Here series. So we did that, what was that, about 2 months ago or so. What Bear's done is taken out the live stream, because we were doing comic book stuff originally, and then we'd talk about it was the screenplay that Bear wrote a while back, and so we had that. So we decided to, let me get to it here, pardon me, Bear with Bear. Let's see as it loads. There we go. All right. So we decided to make a video out of it. Okay. So let me see if it does it. There we are. So we've got that here. So basically, if you can kind of look here, all this was our screenplay that we had here. So let me just kind of click on it here so you can see. There we are. So we're doing the screenplay here, talking about that, and Bear wanted to go back, and yes, Sushi is back. That's right. For a limited time. So what we did, and let me get a little bit closer here. What we did here is took the stuff that we were talking about in the screenplay here and tried to find stuff that it did a little bit later on in some of the other videos. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier. But this Hawaiian section just kicked Bear's butt. But anyways, kind of doing sort of an animatic sort of deal. That's a bunch of chickens there. There it is. Bunch of chickens there. So we were replacing a lot of that stuff with pictures. There's Kenji. There's Kenji right there. There he is. He's trying to get his chickens there and his house and all this other stuff. So trying to go back and redo a lot of that stuff, make it as an animatic. So I'm dividing it up into kind of chapters. So like the first video would be kind of chapter 1, and second would be chapter 2, and all that sort of stuff. So the first 3 would make up the first act. So that's what I'm trying to get back here. There we go. That's what we're trying to do right now. Is uh, got the Hawaii one. There's some sections in here where all this is copyright. I hope, gosh, copyright free stuff that Bear got out of the archives and stuff like that. So the pictures that you see. So for example, the let me go back to it. Go back to it. So the little cat here. All these thumbnail pictures that Bear's been doing has been just extras that Bear's got from some of the stuff that he's been reviewing through the archives there. So that's been very very challenging trying to find all that stuff. So you can kind of see. Let me get back there. There we go. So you can see a lot of this stuff. So all this stuff up here, up top here, is all the photos and videos and stuff like that Bear's kind of assembled and everything. But as you can see, there's some gaps in between there. So I'm trying to figure out. Okay, do I try to find the exact thing that I need? Like for example, for this one, I think I needed like a picture of a chicken. So I needed to show the chicken. So I'm not sure if I wanted to do that or if I wanted to just kind of cut away and just kind of maybe show just the screenplay for a second or something like that. So, anyways, that's the first one here. I got the second one pretty well all loaded up and everything, ready to go. Had a lot of the Heart Mountain stuff, so that was a little bit easier than this one. I was trying to find like this guy's the FBI, one of the FBI guys. Trying to find all these pictures and stuff like that. It's been kind of a pain in the butt. And then you got some of these videos here. I don't know if we can. Let me see. Where's my headphones? Okay, yeah, so you can hear it. Hidden in them cane fields. There we go. So, anyways, got some pictures, got some video, not a whole lot, but anyways, some pretty cool stuff. Trying to get that out. Hopefully, the hopeful plan is to get at least the first act out before Memorial Day. That's the hope. So Bear's got basically the first chapter pretty close, not complete, but pretty close done. Got let me see here. Got the second one pretty well almost there. Let me go back. This was a little bit easier because I had some of the pictures already in with the video already. So it was just trying to find extra pictures and stuff like that. So there they are. Oops, I reused that picture, didn't I? Dang it! Oh well. Anyways, Bear reused this picture. I just noticed that. All right. So I ended up finding some color pictures there as well. So this will be fun. This will be interesting. And still need to do the third one there. So, anyways, hope to have all 3 of those done by Memorial Day. Hopefully a little bit before. So that'll be something. And then of course got to get into chapter 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll go up to 10. We had 10 videos, so it'll go up to 10 chapters there. So that might take a little while, but anyways, that's kind of what Bear's been doing, kind of on the side. On the side here is trying to go through all these pictures. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This isn't the half of it. This isn't the half of it. So there's where they are trying to build the Hurt Mountain Relocation Center out in middle of Wyoming. So anyways, some fun stuff. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy that. If you enjoyed the It Can't Happen Here series, this is just gonna be that much better, I hope. Because it'll be very visual, so you'll be able to kind of see some of that stuff. So kind of think of like an animatic or something like that. So, anyways, that's just kind of a quick update on that. All right, let me go back to the thing where the thing, and you do the thing. Oops, not that one. There we are. So, anyways, long story short, that's where Bear's been getting some of the pictures here that he's done. So, look forward to some more interesting thumbnails in the future, I hope. All right. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. I think P-Money's checked out. Good to have Marco Foriente. Good to have everybody else here. If you aren't commenting or anything like that. It's good to have you here, nonetheless. Even if you lurk in the background. But that's about it. Hopefully see some of you guys maybe on the I don't know what they're doing tonight. The drawn and quartered show, but hopefully we'll be able to see some of you guys there. If not, we're gonna do this again on Saturday. So hopefully have a Red Rooster book box opening, and maybe we'll talk about the Red Rooster there. Maybe do maybe a quick review of that or something. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens on Saturday. You never know. Who knows what the newest controversy is? Who knows? So, anyways, thanks for everybody. Thanks for showing up. Good to see you. We'll do this again on Saturday. But until next time, Bear's got to head back into the woods. So until next time, grrrr.